Kimray's back pressure regulator is a staple in oil and gas production and used in numerous oil field applications. While the body and other shell components can last for years, the internal components experience wear and tear that can affect production processes. In this video, we'll show you how to disassemble, inspect, and maintain a standard 2-inch back pressure regulator using a Kimray Master Repair Kit. For the 2-inch model, you'll need the following tools, components, and chemicals. It's helpful to make a mark down from the bonnet to the body for an easier assembly alignment. Start by using a 9/16 wrench to remove the adjusting screw. Discard the washer and thread seal. Keep the nut. Use a 9/16 wrench to loosen the tubing connectors. Next, use a 9/16 wrench on the gauge. If there's a good amount of resistance, you can support the filter with channel locks to avoid breaking the nipple in the housing. Use a 9/16 wrench to remove the breather plugs from the bonnet, upper housing, and lower housing. Remove the 4 bonnet bolts with a 9/16 wrench. Use a flathead screwdriver if needed to pry the bonnet loose. Remove the upper spring plate, spring, and lower spring plate. Remove and discard the spacer ring. Then, rotate the pilot housing to remove the tubing. Separate the pilot housing from the upper housing. Flip the housing over and use a 9/16 socket to remove and discard the pilot seat, diaphragm, and pilot plug. Discard the spring from inside the stem of the diaphragm plate. Remove the Sense diaphragm assembly from the other side of the housing. Using 2 channel locks, grip onto the diaphragm nut and diaphragm plate to separate the components. If they are stuck, you can get more leverage by placing the diaphragm plate in a vise. Discard the diaphragm, but keep the nut and plate. Next, use a 9/16 socket to remove and discard the lower seat and gasket. Remove the upper housing bolts with a 9/16 wrench. Use a flathead screwdriver above the breather hole to remove the housing. Discard the diaphragm. Remove the lower housing from the body. Again, you may need to wedge a flathead screwdriver to pry them apart. Carefully discard the oil in the lower housing. Set it aside for now, we will disassemble it later. Remove and discard the gasket from the body. It may be stuck to the lower housing. Next, we'll look at the removable seat. You can inspect it in place for signs of corrosion or pitting. If there's no obvious wear and you don't have the Kimray seat wrench, you can leave it in place. Without the correct Kimray tool to remove it, you may end up damaging the seat. If you have the Kimray seat tool, place it on the seat and use a 1 1/4 socket and square drive adapter using a breaker bar to remove it. Remove and discard the gasket from the seat. Put the lower housing into the vise by the diaphragm plate. With a 9/16 socket, remove and discard the nut. Remove the seat disc, seat, and ratio plug. Use a pick or flathead screwdriver to separate. Discard the seat, but keep the seat disc and ratio plug. Lift off the lower housing from the stem. Inspect the stem and diaphragm plate, but if they're in good condition, you can leave them attached. Using a pick, remove and discard the O-ring and two backups from the lower housing. Position the pilot housing into a vise, gripping onto the filter body. Use brass jaws to protect the filter body. Remove the filter cap with an adjustable wrench. Use a 1 1/8 socket if necessary. Discard the O-ring from the filter cap. Use a screwdriver and needle nose pliers to remove and discard the 6 filter screens. Clean the following parts of the wire brush and air nozzle to blow out any particles: the inside of the valve body, the gasket surface on the flange face of the body, the sense line communication port, the filter, the diaphragm plate, the upper housing, especially the communication hole, and the lower housing, gasket surface and breather hole. Inspect the stem for straightness. If there appears to be deflection, it will need to be replaced. If light scratches or galling are present, repair the stem by sanding the surface with a 220 grit or finer sandpaper. If repair is not possible, replace it. Inspect the removable seat for damage. Replace if needed. The removable seat does not come with the Master Repair Kit. Prior to disassembly, if you suspect that the removable seat will need to be replaced, please reference the appropriate seat part number to order individually. Now we'll begin assembly using the Kimray Repair Kit. Note that with the Master Repair Kits, you will not always use all the components included. With the filter body in a vise, insert the 6 filter screens. Use a pick or small flathead screwdriver to push them into place. Install the O-ring onto the filter cap. Lightly apply oil to the O-ring and install the filter cap onto the filter body with an adjustable wrench. Place the diaphragm plate into the vise with the female threaded end facing up. Thread on the diaphragm. Place the spacer ring around the diaphragm. Then thread the nut onto the plate and tighten with channel locks to the point just before the diaphragm contacts the spacer ring. Insert the spring into the diaphragm plate, wide and down. Install the diaphragm onto the pilot seat. Place the pilot plug into the pilot seat, small ball first. Place the pilot housing assembly over the diaphragm plate assembly. Holding the small ball of the pilot plug, hand start the assembly into the diaphragm plate assembly. Fully tighten it with a 9/16 socket, but do not over tighten it. Make sure the pilot plug and pilot diaphragm are both centered. If you've done everything correctly, you should feel the resistance of the spring as you push the pilot plug down. Place the diaphragm plate with the stem attached into the vise. Slightly stretch a backup out like a spring. Insert one end into the lower housing and use a pick to rotate it counterclockwise until it's fully installed. Next, pinch and fold the O-ring to install it into the lower housing. Push the O-ring and backup down to the bottom of the channel to make room for the second backup. Insert the second backup into the lower housing and rotate it counterclockwise as before. Add grease to the backups and O-ring. Place the Kimray stem guide onto the stem. Add grease to the stem guide. Put on the lower housing, then remove the stem guide. Next, place the seat disc on the stem. Then add the new seat. Place the ratio plug on top. Apply all-purpose grease to the threads of the stem. Hand start the new lock nut threads before fully tightening with a 9/16 wrench to the point where the seat disc no longer rotates. Do not over-tighten. Apply all-purpose grease to the lower housing shoulder. Place the gasket on top, then apply grease to the gasket. Remove the lower housing from the vise and make sure the lower stem can move freely. Place the valve body in the vise. Add grease to the threads of the removable seat. Then install the gasket onto the seat. Apply grease to the top of the gasket as well. Install the removable seat with the Kimray seat tool to 30 foot-pounds. Use the torque specs for your size valve. Over-tightening the seat can damage the gasket. As you assemble the valve, follow the markings you made before disassembly. Place the lower housing assembly into the valve body. Add any kind of light gravity all-purpose oil to the housing until the oil is above the lower communication hole and below the upper communication hole. Being careful not to pinch your fingers, push down the diaphragm plate directly on top. Install the main diaphragm onto the lower housing assembly, beveled side down. Install the upper housing onto the lower housing and hand start the bolts. Again, use your markings to properly align it. Fully tighten in a torque star pattern. Next, install the gasket onto the pilot seat. Hand start the seat into the upper housing and fully tighten with a 9/16 socket. To avoid tearing through the gasket, do not over-tighten. Next, mount the pilot housing assembly onto the upper housing, aligning your marks. The filter will be on the upstream side. Place the spacer ring around the upper diaphragm plate. Add grease to the upper diaphragm plate. Place the lower spring plate, spring, and upper spring plate on top. Then, grease the top of the upper spring plate. Place the bonnet on top and hand start the bolts, but do not tighten them down all the way. Install the tubing, but do not fully tighten the tubing fittings. Now, tighten the bonnet bolts fully with a 9/16 wrench. Once the bonnet bolts are tight, tighten the tubing fittings with a 9/16 wrench. Install all 3 breather plugs, orienting the breather hole to point down. Apply primer and Loctite to the threads on the gauge. Then install the gauge into the filter with a 9/16 wrench. Apply grease to the first few threads of the adjusting screw. Put the nut, washer, and thread seal onto the adjusting screw. Tighten it into the bonnet with a 9/16 wrench. This completes the repair process. If you have any questions, contact Kimray Product and Customer Support.